She may already dominate your world as the person who leads all the littles in your house with all the attention, but Miss Rachel would like a word with you as an adult, one-on-one.
As an early childhood educator, I know what children need. They need food. It's being blocked. They need water. It's being blocked. They need to be in school. Their schools have been bombed. They need medical care. I know what children need to thrive, and I know what holds them back. And it was very clear to me, along with so many others in our country and around the world, that it's so critical to speak up.
These words from CNN last night has children educator and YouTube sensation Rachel Griffin Accurso, or of course Miss Rachel, talking about how she's not collaborating with anyone who's not publicly spoken out about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. She has spoken about this for quite some time, starting off with a viral TikTok from July 23rd, where she explained that her platform is built on love and care for children everywhere, including Palestinian children. That's where sort of things started. The backlash has kind of grown and grown and grown. She's gotten more vocal as things have gone on. Now, here's the thing. Following her comments, Ms. Rachel said she received waves of online harassment and hate messages and calls for boycotts. Some accused her of politicizing children's content to get her own attention. Her response, basically as she said on CNN, was she posted another video and she said, "I know who I am and I know what's right." She also reminded followers that standing up for human rights is not political, it's being a human. Now, Ms. Rachel's message comes amid rising global concern over conditions in Gaza following months of conflict. Right now, over 30,000 Palestinians, and many of them are children, are dying due to bombings, displacement, limited humanitarian aid, and the big story there, food. They're starving to death. Her statement joins other celebrities who have efforts to push for a ceasefire and aid access. The topper on this one is she's extremely public, and she's a person you would not expect to be having these sort of conversations because she's a YouTuber doing things for children, and you don't think she'd want to rock the boat. But that's basically where she's going with this one. She believes that children need to be fed, taken care of, and if there are children in Gaza, Palestinian children who are not being taken care of, it's kind of her point to bring it out. Many fans are applauding her moral clarity. Others are arguing that entertainers for children should remain neutral. Shut up and dribble, LeBron. Some longtime viewers have expressed disappointment, saying they feel alienated by political messaging. Shut up and dribble, LeBron. However, Miss Rachel has reaffirmed her mission to support children's well-being globally, including those impacted by war, and maybe especially those impacted by war. Rachel is showing some moral commitment to global children's welfare issues with dialogues and sparking conversations with the adults that watch the children she watches and some of the older children who understand what's going on. But it also, as these things do, when you start putting your actual ideas into entertainment and things that people think is supposed to be just sort of out there, it risks alienating segments of her base, especially those who don't want to have the happy, funny, smiling things that world peace and feeding children who need it. And also being accused of politicizing children's content, making a name for herself on this actual issue. But the message she'll tell you is clear. Children everywhere matter. Whether her audience embraces her or rejects her in this moment, she's chosen to make the compassionate plea to take care of the children and is not letting that guide her principles. Her principles are what they are. She's going to say what she needs to say. And as a person with a platform, she has a right to do that. You're right to agree or disagree as well. Do you feel like you're down with Miss Rachel's ideas that children should be fed, children should be kept safe, and the war should actually probably end because there are children and many adults who are not benefiting from what's happening? Or should she shut up and dribble like we tell LeBron very often? This is a question I offer up to you in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on Ms. Rachel, your thoughts on LeBron, your thoughts on me, and people bring up this conflict. This is not a new story. Her speaking out about it more publicly as Rachel Accurso and not Ms. Rachel is something that's getting more attention because as these things drag on, these things drag on. Let me know what you think about the whole thing in the comments.